Okay, let's get into podcast mode. Turn this off. Is this team 100%? No, it's not 100%. If I were to always do as one with the Agrias, it would be 100%. Like, this thing is probably like as close as like, I would classify as like a 98% or so. That would be fair to say. But a few fails here and there on this team, I don't actually give a shit. This one over there, that one over there. Wait, I probably have the issue once again that I did not set this up correctly. Or, well, it's kind of set up, but it's just not set up as I would like it to have.
Way too dark.
Yep, that works. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Nice. Okay, all Gucci, all Gucci. This and then... Everyone in the right spot without having to do anything. Woohoo! Always happy with that one. That doesn't happen too often. So, yo, what's up, guys? Beyond the Arena podcast. Once again, today we have SamBSepp, Scrible, and Raxxaz. So it's 3 Dutchies against 1 German over here. Not that that really matters over there, but yes, sir. How are you guys doing today, man?
I'm alright.
Nice, nice. So topics for today is going to be 2 things in particular. It's going to be the collab, of course, and then also going to be talking about some RTA, state of the game, that kind of stuff. No audio. Wait. Oh, yeah, you guys were still muted. I just asked how you guys were doing, but you guys couldn't hear them. Now it's possible. Right? Double check.
Can they hear us?
Hello? Check. Hello,
Yeah,
hello.
should
1,
be
2,
good.
3.
Should be Gucci. Okay. Always some technical issues. That's how it works here. This. Yep, okay, perfect. So topics of today is going to be, as mentioned, the collab, and then also just state of the game RTA, as though we see coming up pretty soon as well. First of all, collab, we are in the free run collab right now. We've pretty much been testing with most of the units, I guess you guys as well. Any of the units standing out for you guys? Let's start off with SamBSepp.
Dark free run mostly.
Okay.
And I actually think that the Wind Fern will be quite underrated because it will counter one specific comp that everyone keeps complaining about.
Okay.
And that's the Valeska comp.
But she only offsets on 1 target, right?
She does, but if you don't go AoE, Valeska doesn't get stacks, and then the whole comp just falls apart.
Okay, fair.
Ooh.
Fair. Good. Interesting take. I did try her out a little bit. That is the one which, for the people that don't know what she does, skill 1 is the same as all of them with the attack bar increase if there's no, or if she's everything on cooldown. And skill 2 is the single target defense break that will also give her attack bar the moment on crits. So it is, besides just being a Triana kind of skill 3 unit, it is also interesting for defense break setup, I guess. But interesting take, yeah. We'll definitely take that in review. Planning to make a tier list tomorrow, so I'm going to be taking your guys' input there as well. Scrible, any units that stand out for you?
I don't really know what most of them do, to be honest. I haven't really looked at them that much. I used the water free run in like this collab dungeon thingy, and she seemed pretty cool with ignore defense. But then I looked at it, and it's just like, she's basically just Oberon. So, I mean, that's cool. I don't know. I haven't really looked at them enough to really give my proper opinion on these units. I don't think any of them stand out that much. There's no, like, game-changing RTA units as far as I'm aware, but I guess we'll find out. And I'm sure we'll get a balance patch at some point where they just over-buff one of them and we'll see them everywhere. Because, like, I'm pretty sure like 80% of them have passives again, so that's going to be fun.
passes in the S2 even.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Like, I used to meme on people that they can't press a skill 3, but what's gonna happen right now? They have to press the skill 3 on some of those and still rock in the passive unit.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm curious, but I'm not too hopeful.
Ooh, Endless actually does mention one thing on the Wind Fern. I haven't noticed that myself yet. Skill 1 doesn't give attack bar unless you actually activated the skill 3. So you have to activate the passive. You cannot activate by yourself to activate your skill 1, if you still follow me. But yeah, that's kind of a interesting take over there. Yeah, also for Scrible, truth to be told, you're mostly an RTA player. You can't RTA with them right now, so you haven't pretty much seen any of them. As you mentioned, Water Free Run, it is pretty much just an Oberon one-on-one. Like a different skill 2, which is technically worse, and that's it.
Yeah, but the skill 3 is basically the same, except it's like Endure instead of Invincibility or something.
Yeah, correct. Raxxaz, any for you that stand out?
I only saw like this one Reddit clip from the, what was it? Wind Stark, I think, that soloed a whole team when everything on your team was dead and only him being there still, doing like a 30k S2 or something.
Yep.
I don't know if that will be something we will see, but like, yeah, and also the Dark Free Run, I think, is the big winner here. Probably.
Yep, fair takes. Yeah, so for the people that don't know, the Wind Stark is pretty much like an inverted Byungel. So Byungel does more damage the moment that he has low HP. The Wind Stark actually does more damage when the allies are low HP or dead. I managed to do like 140k per every hit if my whole R5 team was dead. So
What? That is insane.
I just threw it in with like a bunch of team ups in like R5 and that kind of shenanigans, and then like every hit he does is like 100k to 140k just straight up. Then again, Brandia does better with 400k just immediately. Thing with him is you could focus him right away, then he doesn't do that much damage, but he gets attack bar gain of 30% every time you hit him, which is also kind of an interesting unit. So Wind Stark might actually be pretty strong and pretty annoying, something that you will see, yeah. So for me, I kind of tested most units. I do expect to see the Wind Free Run. It is one of the most consistent strips. It's a 3x 100% activation on the strip. That is, well, if you miss a strip on that one, it's the equivalent of 0.30 or something for the rate to actually miss that. Plus there's suppression on there. And suppression is pretty nice for Siege offenses because in Siege, AI is dumb and they start using skill 3s, which is kind of nice. And I think for normal, she's easy to ruin. So she's a 105 base, which just makes it very easy for a despair target or something like that. So I think that she's nice. What is your guys' thought on the Light Fern? Because I hear very mixed reactions on her. Personally, I think she's kind of overrated, but let me hear what you guys think.
Light Fern? I don't even know what it does.
Okay, so
grants reflect harmful effect on all allies for 1 turn at the start of your turn, and decreases the damage that other allies receive by 20%. In addition, increases your attack bar by 10% when an ally, including yourself, is attacked. This does not accumulate with other damage reduction. So she's just Gandalf 2.0? No?
Yeah, kind of. So in short, it's grant reflect on the whole team for 1 turn, damage decrease, attack bar increase on anyone that's hit. And then her skill 2 is pretty much a useless skill 2 that just provides attack break and buff lock. And I think the suggestion was also go for despair and seal on it, so you at least take some useful turns.
Okay, so I have a question right away. Like, why is this unit attack type?
Yeah, it's full on support in my opinion. I fully agree.
I do must say, in challenge mode, she does feel kind of overpowered, but in challenge mode, there are no hard counters to her at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah, she's gonna have so much issues with Junos, Nobaras, Veramolses, all of that kind of stuff.
She stacks Bulwark like crazy.
Oh, that's also true. Yeah, every turn she takes it's 4 buffs for Bulwark. That's insane. Is there anyone outside of Bulwark that can utilize that?
Miles, maybe.
Yeah, Miles. Or Chilling, but no one really rocks in the Chilling that much.
Geltnir.
Geltnir could be the one.
Okay, keep coping.
Let's go.
Wait, SamBSepp, you use Geltnir some SWC matches, right? Was it
Yes,
you?
sir.
Yeah,
I did.
it is usable. I think it was in the
I
March
feel like
meta, right?
any spot where you pick Geltner, Bolverk is just better at this point in the game.
I mean, it used to be yes, but nowadays with all the stuns, Bolverk is easily just CC'd. So you just need a violent Bolverk to always pick it over Geltner, and I don't want to invest violent runes into Bolverk.
No, that makes sense, but it feels like Geltner just feels so weak because so many AoEs and like it feels like everything on your team at this point in the game needs to do damage as well. Otherwise, you're going to be lacking.
I mean, yeah,
So I feel like
I used them a lot with either Jaeger or Light Warding as well.
okay, with Light Rang and maybe with Jaeger, I can kind of see it working. Light Rang is nice because he just doesn't die the later you go on in the game because you just don't hit him anymore. You just glance everything.
Yep.
I think also like what made Geltnir worse, like we have an exceptional amount of more heal block in the game right now, which is like really strong against him as well, right? So
Yep.
yeah,
For sure.
Well, the strongest heal block skill in the game is already nerfed. That was the Erection skill too.
There's not that many heal blocks, is there?
No, it was mainly the Erection skill too that really made it where Seimei became hard to play. But now Erection is a little bit gone, and Lima is one of the core picks that a lot of people pick because it's an old LD5.
I mean,
Seimei
there's still
is
the
one
fire
of the
pick,
best.
right?
Sorry?
Fire pick is there as well.
True.
With the meta
But-
right now.
Well, the big difference is Fire Pick never has 85 accuracy. Like, you need already an insane amount of stats on that unit
Well,
to also go accuracy.
Geltner also just loses all of his stacks to a single AoE.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, Gelnir is best in single target hits, I guess. Well, then wait. Actually, Fern gives buff block. So that makes Gelnir then bad again because he doesn't take any buffs. Or no, wait, it's enemy taking buffs. It's not you taking buffs.
It's both.
Yeah.
Like
both, yeah.
it's Geltner himself or the enemies. If your allies take buffs, it doesn't gain stacks. But yeah.
Yeah. Well, it will be one of those units. If people lock it in early, they're gonna fight Nobara every single match, and they're not gonna have a fun match against Nobaras, though.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that these units are still allowed to exist, but
Well, that's also a thing. Like with more units coming into the game that are supposedly super strong without them, it is almost to the point you cannot nerf Nobara, because if you nerf Nobara right now, what's gonna happen is that Layla becomes way too freaking good, right?
Yeah.
yeah, but Layla is already way too fucking good.
Yeah, exactly.
That
But now
unit
imagine
needs-
that in a
that
world where
unit
there's
needs
no
to go.
Nobara.
Yeah, they will have to go on a massive nerfing spree to balance all of them at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, they've put themselves into this position by
Yes.
making
sure.
these dumbass units, and they're not
and
doing
we
anything
already
to
know
fix it.
it won't happen.
Yeah,
Of
no.
course.
Right. But I mean, that's why everyone, as far as I know, has been playing way less RTA. So
I didn't play
mean,
at all last season, basically, besides the last days.
Right. I mean, I
Yeah,
used to
but-
do all 30 wings every single day for like entire seasons, and I was fine with it. I was having fun for the most part, but I just can't bring myself to do that anymore.
Well, I was actually thinking on that specific topic for you, Scribble, like recently. I think it's just at some point, if you played enough RTA, you get burned out. And I had that many seasons before you because I was playing like 2000 wings every season, back in season like 6 and 7, or like way earlier than that even. And at some point, it was like, yo, I went from 2000 to 1500 to 1000, and now I do like 500 and stuff. At some point, you just kind of get burned out, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't think that's because I go burnt out of RTA. I think that's genuinely just because of how the meta shifted and how more how like way less enjoyable it is for me to play RTA right now. It is so frustrating. Like it was frustrating to play RTA before for a lot of people. For me too, because like triple revenge verdial, that kind of stuff. But I didn't know how good I had it back then. When triple revenge verdial was my biggest problem, I didn't know how much better life was. Okay, like they've made so many just frustrating ass units, which you just have to keep in mind with whatever you draft like, oh, but what if he gains 100% attack bar now, or what if he cuts? Like everything cuts in, or gains bar, or steals buff, or it's all just disruption. That's the entire meta right now, and it's just way too frustrating. So I don't think I'm burnt out specifically because of how much RTA I've played, but more so because of how the meta shifted into something that I personally don't enjoy.
Well, fair take, fair take. Looking back at the collab, is there any unit that kind of solves issues from the current meta that makes it more enjoyable? I don't really think so, right? Or
no,
do you...
I think they're
No.
gonna make it worse, if anything.
With
like,
Burn, maybe, yeah.
I'm being like super negative and stuff, but like
It's a fair
so
take.
many of them are just attack bar gaining passive units again. And I feel like the more of those units they add, the worse it's going to get. That's just how I feel about it.
Yeah, fair take.
So,
Well, is there any unit you...
little,
Oh, go ahead.
I would like for that one, like Scrible, exactly what you said, like so many passive units that are oppressive, really oppressive. So, at the end of the season, when I decided to get go for like secure the G3 real quick. So my first match, like I think back in the G1, was some guy that had like a P1 finish and was in P3. Okay. So that guy basically died to a Wunsa S3 and more S2, had everything on 10%, his whole team. So the next game, he picked 5 passives, resisted 1 reset, I believe, and he almost won the game against me. With 5 passive units, not taking a single actual turn, I just died from Aya, basically. So should that be the case, someone that is P1 level or P2 level, with 5 passive units that wins, like that dies from a more S2, Wunsa S3, I don't think he should ever be able to win. I feel like that's very stupid.
Yeah, I fully agree on that one.
Agreed.
I think there could be a lot of buffs and nerfs made to change that, but big issue is that, and we're definitely getting into the buffs and nerfs and SWC topic in a second. We are expecting a balance patch in about 3 weeks from now, but that one is a few weeks before prelims of SWC is supposedly starting, because that's mostly somewhere in August. Are they going to do hard changes at that moment? But that's a big question. However,
I hope so.
I feel like you just never know with Contours. They might.
That's also like, I have a few takes on that topic as well, but we get to that. I first want to do one more question on the collab. This mini game, what are you guys' thoughts? Did you already play it?
I think it sucks.
Okay, wait,
I don't get why everyone's so positive about it. It's literally just rolling dice, and you just spam click roll dice until you die, and then you roll some more dice until you die again, so you can roll a little bit further. I think it's the worst mini game we've had. I don't care what people think.
No, man.
I mean, maybe not the worst. Maybe I'm over-exaggerating, but I really don't think it's a good mini game.
Okay,
I think it's the second best after Gwent.
But Scribble, if you don't like it, let me hear you out on this one. Are you already done with the mini game?
Yeah, I just went for the free run.
Okay, and how long did it take you?
Like 30 minutes.
Isn't that already just showing that it's the best mini game ever? Like, with the fucking
No, I mean,
Demon
it's
Slayer
the best
Tekken,
mini game
I had
because
to
you
play
don't have to play
hours.
it. But like, as a mini game itself, it sucks. Compared to every other mini game we got, like that might have been frustrating, but at least it was an actual mini game. You actually had to do stuff. Like one of them was like Flappy Bird 2.0 or some shit. The other one was just like a little arena where you fought. At least you had to do things. Like it was more than just rolling dice.
I'm actually
like the
low-key
game,
happy
not
with
gonna lie.
doing
I
not
like
that
this.
much. Sorry,
I'm a big mini game denier. It's like I don't care about it. Like it's just a mini game. Like I don't really care. I'm not gonna play it outside of more than I have to. But like as a standalone mini, I don't think it's a good mini game. I'm glad I got my free run scroll within 30 minutes.
Well, I think that's the best take on it.
I was on your stream, Scribble, when you did this. Like, it was so, like, I don't know. I think you had already a bad mood before you started. Like, you were ranting about this before you even
No.
playing.
When I started playing I was doing my first day of Special League. I was 4 wings in. I was Fighter 3. I sat in queue for 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Okay.
I had a 30-minute queue of my 4th wing in Fighter 3.
Okay,
What do you mean?
I've seen more people actually
How
being
does that
stuck in Fighter
happen?
3.
Yeah.
Like, was there some kind of bug or something?
I mean, there's a bunch of bugs with this Lost Clutch. I just found out that my Eleanoa's bugged as well. I was doing Rush, and my Eleanoa skill 2 didn't give any attack bar. I was like, wait, what?
Nice. But I think with the what you mentioned for the bug on queuing, I guess I had that as well. I also started kind of late, or there was just no one queuing around these ranks. But it also took me like 10 minutes per queue in like the low ranks, and then you get into Conqueror ranks, and then suddenly it goes fast.
It was weird because like it was just that one wing in Fighter 3, which was my 4th wing. After that, I had no issue with queues anymore. It just super weird.
Okay. Strange
Yeah,
one.
but, okay, that should be really weird, no? But why are you stuck in Fighter? Makes actually no sense, right?
Yeah,
No.
it doesn't make any sense at all. It's
Or
just,
is it
there
because you
must have
leave
been
it that quickly and no one is there? Must something like this, maybe? I
Yeah.
don't know.
I guess there's still some hard walls, and if no one is queuing within those hard walls, but it's also kind of odd that legit no one is queuing in those kind of things, but yeah. Either back to the mini game. That's the most amazing mini game ever. Fuck you, Scrible. No, Raxxaz, what's your take on the mini game?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good. I enjoyed playing it. Like I played it. Yeah, I mean, played it more than I played it for the whole 30 things to unlock everything. Honestly, I enjoyed it. Like looking at the new items, making the best combo out of the items, so you could get the furthest. Like I like that. What's fun for me.
How about you, SamBSepp?
Yeah, I fully agree. Just small, constant dopamine hits. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I almost got to wave for 100 as well, so that was quite cool. But other than that, it's a good mini game.
Yeah, I think in general it's a good minigame. The only thing that's a little bit sad is that, okay, on one hand, if you don't like it, it's really nice that you're done in 30 minutes. But it would be cool if there's something more after this as well. And I would agree with what Rex said. I think that this is the second best minigame after Gwent. The only thing is, if you did not like Gwent, you still have to spend a lot of time playing Gwent. With this one, you don't have to. So it's kind of hard to make an in-betweener of... You don't have to play that much if you don't like it. But there's still a reason to play, because after 30 minutes, you're kind of already done with the reason to play. For me, doing it on 2 accounts was actually very chill, so I kind of like that.
Dude, I also did it on multiple accounts because I liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun for me, so why not?
Yeah, it's actually the moment you get a few of those upgrades where you buy from the shop outside of your round and that kind of stuff, you get a bunch of those upgrades, just go super fast. Anything else anyone would like to say about the collab? Or what's your feeling about the collab in the first place? Did you already know the anime, or did you watch it, or not at all? Starting with Scrible?
I didn't yet. Oh, yeah, I didn't watch it yet.
I did. I like Freerun. I think it's a cool anime.
Yeah?
Yeah,
So-
Sarah's been making me watch anime, so
Ah,
we've
yeah,
been
yeah,
watching.
okay, then.
We've been watching together, and Freerun is just such a like. It's like really vibey, you know. It's
Yeah,
like super chill, so
it's
I
a-
enjoy it.
Okay, fair. Raxxaz, you were already saying?
I didn't watch it yet, but I will watch it.
Okay.
Same here. I haven't watched it yet, but I got recommended months ago already by a friend, but haven't watched it yet.
Well, for me personally, I watched 1 episode and I was like, the fuck am I watching it? So, it's one of those animes, it's either really for you or not for you at all. And for me, if I watch anime, I just want to see flashy swords, things dying and that kind of shit, and it's not really that kind of anime. It's really, from what I've heard and from what I've seen, it's a story chill kind of vibe, as Scribble also mentioned.
Yeah,
with
it's
anime.
super chill, super vibey. It's definitely not like if you're looking for some action-packed stuff, that's definitely not it.
Yep, so that's, for me, probably not something I would enjoy that much.
It
But
does
that's
have
also...
some cool fight scenes, but like not many, to the point where you're like if you're looking for it, you're not going to get enjoyment out of it, basically.
Not fair. But it's also nothing bad with that. But it's also, it does make sense that this goes for a collab at the moment, because A, they're collabing with a lot of stuff. That all mostly helps to collab with Summoners War as well. And I guess it's currently still ranked 1 most popular anime on few lists out there on the internet, so it does make sense for that. However, it is definitely a really big camp as well, where you have people's like, oh, I really like this one, or people's like, what is even this? But I think that's with most animes outside of if they go for like a Pokemon or Dragon Ball or anything like really old school and that kind of stuff.
For sure.
Any final thoughts that we would like to go towards the collab, any unit that you could see is like, okay, it's maybe not good right now, but with a slight buff that you could see is like, hey, this goes very potential, because as we mentioned, probably 90% of these units, or well, let's say 70% of these units are going to be in the balance patch in 2 months.
I think a lot of them have potential.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about them is like all of them almost have some kind of condition mechanic. Like if your skills are cooldown, or if your ally is low HP, then something happens. Like I don't like these conditional things on units.
Okay, fair. For me personally, there's one I really dislike, which is the Fire Freerun. It is a really good unit if they just make her 3-hit always. Like the 2 to 3 hit bullshit on your main damage output. So you're simply losing 33% of your damage output on your skill 3 because you didn't go for 3. Plus you miss absorb, so therefore less attack per gain. That's just way too much. I really dislike those.
I thought the exact same about that one. Not gonna lie. That I looked. I thought, oh, looks interesting, and then I saw that. I was like, okay, yeah, it sucks. It's bad.
Yep. You know what's actually, in my opinion, pretty much the biggest winner out of all of them? Getting Hemo for free. That unit is...
Getting the goated emote, you mean?
No, the emote you actually had to buy. The best emote, you had to buy 10 bucks. Man, I've been spamming that emote like crazy.
The free run crying one, you mean?
Yes.
It's so good.
It's the best emote ever.
I had this one match. My Asher outsped without speed lead a Clara on Swift with speed lead, and he started doing Lucian thumbs up, so I started going for the cry emote. It's just skill difference, man. I don't care. That was hilarious. So yeah, anytime anyone drops any salty emotes, just insta cry emote. That one is great. But yeah, I think emo's really good. Also for beginner accounts right now, if you start a beginner account at this moment. I tried that unit in Infrared is crazy good. Early game, Dragons is crazy good. Late game, Giants, it's still really good. So yeah, that's actually a really nice unit to have in general. But I think for that's all that we have on the collab. Talking about RTA SWC. So SWC is, I guess, starting somewhere early August. That's mostly the case. Season's already ended. We do have 2 qualifiers over here, with SamBSepp qualifying in the 2nd season and Raxxaz qualifying in the 1st season for Europe. Scrible, how was your season?
I mean, I can't be positive about it. I genuinely do not enjoy RTA anymore. They've really ruined it for me. I try, like, I have fun some days when things go well and the game's not as frustrating. But with how many Megumi, Layla, Shiho, like, it's too much for me to be able to enjoy RTA anymore. It's kind of a shame, because I used to really enjoy the game a lot, but lately it's just... RTA is just not it at the moment. I'm hoping it changes, but I just don't see it happening, which sucks. So yeah, I mean, I finished G1, I think. I really didn't care. I tried for G3, but at some point I gave up. It was like, whatever. So that's kind of my RTA experience at the moment. I'm just, coping until the next balance patch. Like, surely this will be the one. But yeah, I mean,
don't say it. Don't say it.
I say it every time. What do you mean?
Well, actually, one of your units was in this balance patch with the Lima, though, which is arguably one of the...
Lima is the only reason I had a little bit of fun towards the end of the season. But even that, like, oh yeah, I have a really cool, somewhat broken unit. I mean, it doesn't fix the game. I think the only thing that could maybe make RTA more enjoyable for me again is if they added a pre-ban, and then I would say at this point we need like a 2-unit pre-ban rather than just a single unit.
Ooh, straight up to the 2-unit pre-ban. Would you then say for 1 pre-ban before you go into the match and 1 pre-ban the moment the match loads, or would you just do both before or both after? How would you see that?
I like the idea of having one just like straight up and then the other one before the match loads. Or you can just do both straight up, because I'm also a big fan of not being able to see who your opponent is until after the draft. So at that point, it doesn't matter when you select the prevent, because if you're selecting a prevent based on who you're fighting, I feel like that should be an SWC only thing, tournament style only thing, and not a regular RTA thing. So just give people 2 straight up prevents and don't let people see who they're up against anymore until after the drafting phase.
Yeah, I think I like that more as well, to be honest.
I think that would be a great addition to RTA right now, and I think it would make it more enjoyable for a lot of people.
Yeah, I really do like that take. Like the prevent 1 or 2, I'm fine if they just start with 1 and then maybe go give a try for 2. But I really like the idea of not seeing your opponent, because us as streamers, you notice it sometimes. Like I definitely notice it more right now since I'm playing more off stream. The moment you go on stream, suddenly someone takes 30 seconds for that ban again. It's like it doesn't have to be, but it is kind of suspicious, right? So one of those kind of things. Plus, it is one of those things, it's getting more and more common to have sites. So you have like Luxec GG, you have the SWRT, all of those kind of things. It is fairly common for people to have those sites open, they check their opponent while they're drafting and that kind of stuff. And all of that is just pretty much straight up fixed if you just don't see your opponent, right?
Yeah, I think it would be a good addition. I think, as far as I know, I mean, I'm not like an expert on this matter, but it should be a pretty easy addition for them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's legit. The same as pre-ban, like both of them, they didn't do them by choices. It's not that they're not capable of it.
Right. Like, I don't know. I mean, starting with a single unit pre-ban rather than 2 units is fine too. It's like, I just think pre-ban would be such a healthy addition for the game right now.
Yep.
Yeah, but also like what you just said, just hide the name. Dude, it's legit. It's like and it's done.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
And it really would solve a lot of problems. Like that alone. Like, of course, we need pre-ban too. I agree on that, because what I said before, when someone picks random 5 passive units and you can just ban one of them. Yeah, a pre-ban would be nice, and like a pre-ban would probably also make it so that you could in some way play some kind of cleave again without having to have like 4 OP LD5s for it. Because I think otherwise you literally cannot do it. You will just lose if the enemy knows what he's doing. And I don't think that should be impossible to play a cleave, and lose like 70%, for example. I think that's not how it's supposed to be. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it would open up a lot more playstyles if you add a prevent to the game.
Yeah,
For sure. And it also would make the game a lot more enjoyable for way more people. Like if there's this one frustrating unit that you don't like to fight against, just ban it and never worry about it again.
Right.
Yeah, I think that mainly that take, plus the take of, let's say that something gets buffed to Oliver level, but you never pulled the Oliver. It's like, yeah, I might as well not play RTA right now because I don't have the core unit. At least they don't have that issue right now because there's many core units. But I do really like the take of, let's say you really get frustrated by Hagang every match, or by Megumi, or by Aya, or by like whatever. You just ban it out. You have a more enjoyable match for the rest of the day. Simple as that. And yeah, I don't see any reason. Well, we actually, during the dev talk, that was already 2 years ago right now, or a year ago. I think it was a year ago.
A while ago. I don't
Yeah.
remember, but it's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah, the main argument they gave is like, okay, but what if the unit gets banned and therefore someone else cannot play their game because they get their favorite unit banned all the time? I think since there's also enough units good right now, it shouldn't be that big of an issue, right?
Right. And if your favorite unit is Aya, you don't deserve to play this game. Fuck you.
If you're still first picking, hey gang, in 2026, when you have this many LD5s, you don't deserve to play this game. Just checking.
That's what I'm saying. Fuck them.
I mean, honestly, I can't really blame you, because I was just looking at some stats. For example, we have Fire Megumi in the last season with a 55% pick rate. How nice would it be if you can just pre-ban that unit out and see how people play?
Yep.
That would just make it more interesting. Instead, we have him in every fucking game. I don't know.
Yep.
Yeah, just imagine how different RTA would be if you didn't have to think about Fire Megumi.
Yep.
Like,
but
it would be an
honestly, like, him
entirely
alone-
different.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's
No, sure, but
I
like
think-
it would be an entirely different game already. Like, sure, you still
Yeah,
have to
true.
worry about Heigang, Aya, all that stuff. Like, there's too many of those units, in my opinion, that you have to
Yeah.
consider when you're drafting a unit. Like, there's so many
Yep.
units right now that kill an entire playstyle just by that one single passive that they have. It used to just be Leo, basically, who killed like speed teams, but you could just ban the Leo and you would be fine. Right now, there's so many units that kill entire playstyles, and there's multiple of them, and you just can't deal with all of them anymore. Douglas is another one of those units, and like Douglas isn't super oppressive at this moment in time, but like if you really think it's still a stupid unit that it exists. Like why should such a unit exist that if I happen to draft units with low attack, he just solos my entire team, I'm forced to ban it. But then Aya exists, so if I apply any debuff, I still lose anyway. So he just has to pick Aya Douglas, and I literally cannot win. Like I just it's not like no, I don't know.
But I think Douglas is fine now. No.
No, I think Douglas is fine. He's not super oppressive at the moment, but like
It's not the most
it's
problematic
just one
unit.
of those units where it's like you have to keep in mind when you're drafting. If he picks Douglas here, I need to make sure I'm able to kill Douglas. If he picks Leo here, I need to make sure I'm able to beat through the Leo passive.
Yeah,
If he
for sure.
picks Aya here, I need to make sure I don't die. Like there's so many of those units where you have to just keep them in mind when you're drafting. That is just frustrating to lose to those units.
I have some quick input for us. Okay, last season, Nobara 49.5 win rate, Josephine 49.4, Layla 49.7, Heigang 49.6, and Megumi 49.1. So we're not getting any nerfs, guys. Unlucky. Go next.
Yep. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the thing.
I mean, I don't see it. When I see these numbers, I already know they won't do anything. I
Well,
think.
it's also that these numbers are a little bit clouded. It's like similar to back in the days when Antares had like a low win rate, but even though for the high-end players, Antares was still really good. Why is that? Antares was picked up by a lot of people. It's like, fuck, I'm losing the draft. Antares. Nobara is the same thing. Nobara is 100% like, oh, I'm losing the draft. If my Nobara goes double turn twice in a row, 100% dead while I didn't take a single turn. That's just like
Yeah.
the Hail Mary that people send.
Yeah.
Right? I did
I
just
Also,
hope
one more
I'm
thing
being
about,
proven wrong. Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
One more thing about pre-ban. It also will give a lot of data to come to us. Like, what are the units that people don't want to fight against this season? Like, what are the most units they don't want to fight against? Hey, maybe we should look at them to maybe nerf a little bit.
That's true.
Abs did also make a good take in the chat just now. Pre-ban is kind of like a cycler meta thing, so people will adapt. But I think also because of that, you kind of get a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. Because if a lot of people ban Megumi, something else will become OP. Then they start banning that thing, but forget about the Megumi, and Megumi comes back. So you
Yeah,
also get a
but-
more rotating meta based on just a pre-ban, because I don't expect, even if you don't change the game at all, we're going to have a rotating meta simply because pre-ban enables and disables certain units.
Yeah, that's good. That's really
Yeah,
good.
it sounds like a good thing.
Yeah, that sounds really good to me as well.
Yeah, but that's still like the dev talk is. It was 24. Was it 24?
I'm thinking 25 in like January or February, but yeah,
February 25, right? So
yeah.
it's 1.5 years, and why is it still not here? Why? Where is it? Please, finally come to us. Please do
They
it.
seem to be pretty opposed to it, no, during the
Yeah.
dev talk, like opposed to pre-ban. Like say mentioned earlier, like what if the LD unit that I have that I want to play with gets pre-banned all the time? Which I think is a stupid argument, but I think that seems to be one of their major arguments.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
So, but-
especially if you do make it a pre-ban in the lobby kind of thing. Like,
Right.
who will
No
do
one's
LD5?
Yeah, no one's going to pre-ban your specific LD at that point
No.
anymore, right?
I mean,
Well,
unless it's
like,
like
there
Dark
might be-
Hour level, right?
Yeah.
So
Like there might be people pre-banning Targ Zenitsu or like Tion Lang. And if that's like your core unit, whatever, sucks to suck. Like deal with it.
Watch no one play Ragdoll against me ever again. Fuck your Ragdolls. No, just kidding. We're definitely. If I go back to Athna maining, I'm pre-banning your Ragdolls. But if that's not the case, then it's fine.
yeah, what you just said, I think that will pretty much never happen. You know, like the argument is literally invalid. It will not happen. Like pre-lobby, pre-ban. Yeah, sure. Here and there you will have your LD banned, maybe if it's a really good one. Okay, but it will not be
Right, but let's
perma-banned
be
so
honest,
that
the
you cannot play
majority
it.
of
Never.
pre-bans right now would just be Aya, Megumi, maybe
Yeah.
Layla. And that's
Yeah.
probably the top 3 pre-ban units, right?
Shiho maybe as well.
Maybe
Heigang,
Josephine.
Shiho.
Yeah.
Shiho,
Yeah.
yeah, but like there's this pool of like 6, 7 units out there.
Well,
Units out there that would just get the pre-ban.
I would think for me personally, if I would have to pre-ban anything right now, I would probably go towards Shiho, yeah. It's just one of those units that's just too annoying.
Yeah, see, it will be different for a lot of people. So I don't think there will be any problem at all.
Yeah, because people will be forced to adapt. They put their Swifts on different units, and the entire meta would change just based off of that kind of stuff.
Plus, I think also the question we asked like a year and a half ago, what meta was that? I think that was the meta that just came after the Chandra Velaju cigar meta, but I don't really remember which one that exactly was. Was still like a little bit of Oliver, or because the meta back then was a lot more stale. You had like 5 good units and then a few counter picks, or maybe 3, 4
Was it
good units.
Twins back then, or?
Yeah, could be. So water twins, fire twins, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you could be
But
right.
Twins was
I
really
think-
good though.
Twins was such a top tier meta, though.
No, twins
It
was so
was-
trash. You
No,
know what
Twins
twins
was
were?
fun.
No, it was not. Skill 3 having 50% activation rate. Skill and skill 2 60% activation. They had super trash activation rates. Could land either all or nothing. I did not like those.
I mean,
All or
it was
nothing.
very much like you could play turn 1 and turn 2 with a lot of the twins.
That is true.
That's the most thing I liked about it.
Yeah, that's
Because
what
we
I like
went
too.
from Vela, Cigar, Chandra to Twins, and then Jogon had a little...
Yeah, then Jogan came. Yeah.
Jogon and Venton.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Megumi.
And then they nerfed Vendon, and everything was just ruined.
Well, Phantom was also really insane for quite a moment, and then it became Irration. We had Irration for a second. So it definitely does rotate in meta. So, like,
Hey,
in
Venton
the...
is fine still.
Yeah, in the short run, if you think about it, like, we can't really say meta doesn't change, because if we're talking about a year and a half right now, we can name like 4 or 5 different core picks as like first pick, and all of them have been nerfed to the ground, more or less. So,
you know, the meta definitely changes. I just think it's getting worse, is what I'm saying,
Yeah.
mostly.
well, the thing is, like, right now, if we were to ask them about pre-ban right now, the meta is that much different, where there's so many more units good, that pre-ban makes a lot more sense. Because, for example, if only Oliver is good, yeah, then Oliver is always the pre-ban. But in this case, I wouldn't expect any unit to have more than like 30 to 40% ban rate. Because even like maybe at the start, Megumi is 50% pick right now. I don't expect Megumi to be at a 50% ban because of it.
You know what I
No,
also
probably
think?
not. No,
And
probably
this
not.
might be a take that not everybody agrees with, but I think we need more speed leads.
I like it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Because right now, I don't think there's enough good speed leads to contest the super oppressive meta units. I think adding more leads for people, because everyone just ends up going Megumi double high base kind of stuff, and
Yep.
it's so hard to contest that. I feel like adding more speed leads adds such a huge variety as well, because at the end of the day, speed leads are always going to be the strongest, most drafted units, because you almost always want at least 1, mostly 2 speed leads in your draft, because it's such a strong lead. So I think adding more speed leads would just shake up the meta a lot as well.
Wait, we got
You just need to be careful with who you give a speed lead to, of course, because if you give
Correct.
certain units that are way too strong a speed,
Craig,
you just say
okay.
Craig. You kick him from the call, like right now. Get him out of here.
Well, there are a few families, like if we look at the logics of, like, I was first looking at the logics of which element or which family does have arena leads, because most of the time they don't change a whole family to have different leads. So they only go for a 1. So they go for a family that has arena, but doesn't have a speed lead just yet. And then mostly for a
Polar
family that
Queens.
doesn't have it yet, until they did Irration, and I'm like, double wind, I have no clue. But there are a few units that have arena leads that don't have a speed lead just yet, which is the
Polar Queens.
Polar Queens. Yep.
Slayers.
Wait, a Slayers have arena lead?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Carnal is 44
Give
HP.
33 lead to Gurkha just so Greg doesn't have it. Get away.
Wait, but
Low-key,
Brandy at 33 sounds good, actually.
Yeah, Gurkha on 33 would be meta, like 100%, because Gurkha already is not that bad, in all honesty. Like, he's just not like that much, but if he gets 33 lead, he's crazy good.
I mean, I saw Kalian Bao play Secret with Craig quite a bit last season. And that actually looked quite strong.
Yep. Wait, what else
But
could be?
honestly,
The Legolas's?
if we do this with speed leads, right? Please don't give it to LD units because everyone needs these if it's a
Yeah.
decent speed lead. You know that, like, I think it's really
Yeah,
bad
I
if
want
you make
more
a second
elemental.
set.
I want more
Yeah.
elemental ones. I
Yeah.
don't mind if they add more LD ones too, but I think more elemental ones is for sure the priority.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I was really thinking that the Jin doesn't have it yet, and please do not give it to the freaking Fire Jin, because I'm gonna hate my life even more than Megumi.
But that would be such a contours thing to do though. Like they
Yeah.
added a random speed lead to win
Oh my
Monkey
God.
King. Fire Jin can get it for sure.
Yep.
Like we're cooked,
Oh, no.
boys.
Yeah, the
We
moment they go
are-
for
Oh,
that
no.
one, man, I'm gonna uninstall the game, but it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen.
Dude, that unit is already really toxic. It's
Yep.
there. Please don't. No, I don't want it.
I mean,
I
surely
mean,
they
that's
don't give it to a
that's
fire
the
one.
direction they're moving in, you know.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
Surely not a fire one before a different element.
Well, that's the thing. I was expecting the wind element because he's really trash and he could use a speed lead to be decent. But then Irration already got the speed lead, which is another wind. So I don't think they're gonna be even more wind units. But wait, is there any full 5-star family that they could give? No, then they would give like a 33 lead to like an Alicia or something like that. That's not really helping anyone.
I mean, they've
Then-
changed like
Brandy,
regular leads or dungeon leads to guild leads before, no? So why
Yeah.
couldn't they change regular/dungeon leads to arena leads? Like it could genuinely be any random family that they could give it to. There's so many options.
True.
Give 33 lead to Josephine.
Shut up. Please, if they do
I
that,
think we actually
they
need to
do
fix
that,
Sam.
I'm
That's crazy.
jumping. Like Josephine 33 would be
Josephine.
wild.
Yo,
Would go
man.
hard.
Next thing they do is give 33 lead to a fucking Angela or something stupid.
I mean, I think actually the Angela spammers would hate that because they love her resistance lead.
That's actually
True,
low-key
true.
true, yeah. That is true. Well, there's a lot of leads, or well, what you're saying is true. Sometimes they do switch leads out, but they haven't done that much. But it's also one of those things, like we're mostly asking out of the whole balance patch, Awakening changes, leader skill changes. Last 2 balance patches is like, nope. It's
I
like,
feel
what
like
is
they
going
stopped
on?
doing the awakening changes. Like I haven't seen enough of them. Like
No.
there was a little while where they were doing like a couple every balance patch, and then they just suddenly kind of stopped with those awakening changes.
Yep.
I really like the awakening and also the base stat changes.
Yeah, true.
Like I really like the awakening and base stat changes a lot.
Yeah, that's great. Honestly, even the balance patch itself, like the unit changes, really do suck. Let's say, if we have base speed changes and like awakening change, it's like and leader skill changes. Like the BP can still be good though, even if every buff to the skills is not even not good, right?
Yeah,
So,
because
I
there's
agree,
also still
100%.
so many units that could use like either a type change or an awakening change or a base stat change.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like let's just take Theor for example. All of his skills are a guaranteed crit at this point in the game. Why does he still have crit rate awakening?
Cyrils, same thing. Even
Yeah,
better.
right. Like
Itadori Fire, he crits on every unit or every skill. It's like,
yeah,
crit
exactly.
awakenings.
Like there's so many of those units that exist. Like understand them not doing all of them in one patch because you know you need some filler content for all your patches. At least give us a couple every patch,
yep.
please. Like
Give the fillers. Where are the fillers?
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. There's so many that they could do, but so many they simply don't. By the way, have you guys seen the light free run for her awakening?
Resistance.
Yeah, I mean,
She's the weirdest unit known to mankind. She is an attacker type with less than 10,000 HP, resistance awakening, only has one attacking skill, which is the skill 1, skill 2 is a supportive skill, and she's supposed to be hit and put threat state on. Like, she has no stats to survive that shit. What's the point?
you know, like how that looks to me? They make the unit shit like that so they can buff it in the BP and have something for the BP. That's how it looks to me. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
I guess.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
how would you buff her though?
yeah, she's so weird to buff. Like,
I don't know. You just add anything to her passive, you suddenly make it a 50% chance to offset damage, and she's going to be the most annoying unit in the world. Like,
well,
they'll be
Yeah.
fine. Like, they know how to make units annoying. I'm sure they can figure it out.
Yeah,
that one is easy to figure out as well. Instead of just offsetting yourself, offset for the whole team, but then on a lower chance, she becomes annoying.
Yeah, or
Just
give the
Moonwell
revenge a
2.0.
strip.
Yep.
Revenge a strip, then she becomes AoE strip stone.
No, strips don't exist anymore. It has to be a steal.
That's true.
No.
Yep.
Free run wind is a common strip. 100% activation, common strip on the free run wind. It's no steals.
Yet.
Like, I feel like I've seen so many units just randomly steal buffs these days.
Hey, where's
Oh,
my
man.
Gianna stealing buffs, man?
Shut up.
Oh, please. No.
I take your buffs and I give you stun. Nice trade.
And if we randomly want to buff a unit that kind of sucks, we take away one debuff and we give them branding. Fucking average Contours balance patch.
Wait, I have a very good idea. Like, say, let's get back to your Gianna, okay? So every single buff you steal, you get, like, you actually steal every buff and stack it up. So you have, like, full strip, 4-turn immunity Gianna. What about that?
And then instead of for every buff you removed, so we go back to the style where you also have like the conditional thing with all of the oracles, where if you strip multiple things, like Gianna just gets one stun, that's lame. For every more than one buff you strip, you land a bomb.
Oh, yeah.
And if her skill 3 is on cooldown, she just gets passive attack bar for no reason.
She gets attack bar for not critting and critting.
Oh my god. The
Recreational drugs part of the podcast. Thank you, Abs. Abs, give us a good buff for one of the collab units. I know you have something cooking in the chamber as well. Wait, Abs, you pulled the
I
Dark
think-
Stark, right? How would you buff that one? I think it's already decent, but I think it needs a little extra on the passive. He's kind of
I
like a
think Dark
fake
Stark
Chow.
is kind of cool.
I think Epsi made a cool. What do you guys think? I think he's here. Asima for light 33 speed.
I'm
What do you
down.
guys think?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I think it's fine.
Because
But
she
the
has
thing
not-
is, like, if like, I'm fine with giving Asima 33 lead. It's just going to end up being another like Maxi Nefties type unit, which is like a super big AoE Warlord speed lead LD unit, which is fine. I don't mind it, but like, please give us more elemental ones.
Yeah, for sure. Like, definitely.
But like, I'm not opposed to adding an Asima 33 lead because
I would
And
love
Asima
someone
is.
said Brandia.
Randy at 32
Yeah, I
would
mean,
actually be good.
Brandy at 33 would be cool.
Yeah, right.
Randy at skill 3, if hits on immunity, you deal extra damage. That thing actually hurts like crazy.
I mean, like,
Honestly, I also
Shit.
wouldn't mind Mukwool 33. I like that too, to be honest.
I mean,
I think.
just give me Eleanor at 33 to be honest, but
Yeah, no, that is broken. No,
that is broken.
Relax.
I know. That's insane.
I'm
Is
also fine with that one.
Someone is having that unit. Wait, is there any unit with base speed awakening that also has a speed lead? Not that much, right?
Don't actually. I mean, there's Chloe. I think
Yeah.
that's
Jemaya.
it. Jemaya too.
Yeah, true. Okay, so there are a few of them out there, but not
They
that
do
much.
exist.
But not higher than like 24.
Yeah, and also like
Mm.
they're generally still like low-ish base speed. Because Chloe is like what 111, and then
Yep.
Jameer is like 113.
Yeah, it's
But
not like
there's none
115
else,
clusters.
right? That's it about, right?
I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh, Wind Monkey is... Wait, Wind Monkey
Oh
is
yeah, Wind Monkey
115?
too. Yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
course.
true.
I kind of like
But
that
none
about
of
the
those
mo-
are like CC style play units, right? They're all
Yeah.
like Bruiserish kind of support.
Someone's mentioning Obao has Mukul right now, so he will get buffed anyways. Imagine Mukul getting a 33 speed lead just because Obaba pulled it.
I'll be fine.
Oh, that could be a
Honestly,
thing.
though, I would be fine with that. I'm down for that one. Why not?
Yeah, because
But-
Mukul doesn't actually do that much. He does
No,
so
he's-
much, but at the same time, he doesn't do anything.
Yep. And then you have one Juno, and just everything he just did is just gone.
Right.
But I do think I played a bit of Muku on my alt. But honestly, I really don't like the unit because of the 75% drip.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so bad. It's
Oh.
so bad.
True. Yeah,
I
he has
really
the
hate
same
it.
S2 as Hey Gang. And they actually
Yeah.
buffed Hey Gang to awaken into the S2.
Yeah, while Mukul still awakens into speed.
Yeah. Would you take that for a trade, though? Make Mukul a 100% strip, but remove the speed? I don't think so.
No, I think the speed is
No.
better.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Mukul's unplayable regardless at the moment. Like, I don't think there's anyone having success with Mukul at the moment. I don't think it's possible to have any success with Mukul.
Oh,
Because he
Samuelson,
just-
did.
He's like a bad stripper right now, and he's also just putting up a bunch of useless debuffs while not doing anything else. So, like you said, one Juno just kills your entire Mukul.
Did you say no one has success? He says a 54.3% win rate.
Right, but how many pick rate? Like, what's the pick rate? I'm
Hey,
curious.
it's 0.5. It's not that bad.
0.5. So there's one person playing Mukul.
Yeah, that's Osada-san. He
Oh,
was playing,
really?
yeah, he played Violent Mukul.
Oh, so he's still just playing
Oh.
Han Mukul stuff then?
Harden Mukul,
Yeah,
Hey Gang, Viva Gel.
It's legit one guy.
Right.
If you click on anything else, it's 46. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Well, even Osada-san wasn't playing it for a while. So I was like, yo, if even Osada-san doesn't play it, then it's really gone.
No, at the end of the season, he was just spamming it over and over and over. They
Okay.
just changed his last pick, but it was just Leo, Viva Gel, Harden, Hey Gang, Mukul, and then the Leo could be anything. Could also be like a Light Nobara, I believe.
But yeah, it's definitely a Han carry unit right there. Yeah. So if he gets speed lead by himself, the Han carried part is gone. So that's good.
Right, it would open up some like opportunities, but I mean, we'd have to see how it goes, right? Like, I'd try him out with a speed lead. Right now, I just don't have any reason to play Mukul over pretty much any other stripper in the game.
Yep, true.
Because it's
Especially-
not like his skill tree provides huge value.
I mean, it could be like I use it a bit, but it's rare. It's very rare where he's actually a decent pick. Like I agree on that. Like, I want to see how Obabo spams Mukul because I don't think it will be good for him. Let's see what happens.
I'm really
Well,
curious too.
I did the following prediction with Obabo pulling any LD5. He glazes it next level. He does 2 streams on it. He makes 4 videos and it goes into storage and we never see Dorothy again.
Hey, Eleanor.
That is pretty much what's gonna happen. But Mukul, he was glazing for a longer time. He does have the combo with the Han, so it might be getting a little bit more play, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
True.
Yeah, a lot of buff options there, especially for speed leads. A lot of nerf options there for annoying units, but as Raxxaz mentioned, they're all below 50 win rate, so similar to people have been asking for a Hey Gang nerf. But to be honest, I think Hey Gang is kind of figured out, but just the meta being slightly different. I don't really expect nerfs on those, but I would really like to see pre-bans. Pre-bans is pretty much
Yeah.
the best thing they could do for the game in current state.
Right, it is.
And the name hiding of
Yep.
really that honestly it should be a no-brainer. There's literally there's nothing that's bad about it. Nothing.
Yeah, there's no good reason not to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, fair
Also,
takes.
though, while we're at it, when does Vedjat finally get his 28 that he should have had all the time?
True. Yeah, Widget is the only full inconsistency by all the consistencies of the leader skills, I think.
I don't think he's that inconsistent. It's because he's the only 5-star unit in the family.
No, but
So, like, Go ahead.
He is supposed to be 28 lead because he's the only 5-star in the family, I guess.
No, but like Woljung, Yonong, there are 2 5-star units in the family, so that's
Yeah.
why Woljung is a 28 lead opposed to a 24.
Yeah,
I think that's how they worked it out. At the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense. Like it should just like 5-stars should just have equal leads to other 5-stars, regardless of the rest of the family.
Exactly.
It's
yeah,
a
exactly.
stupid mechanism, but like I think their reasoning behind it is that since Wedjet is the only 5-star in his family, he has a 24 lead, and since Woljung, Yonhong are 2 5-stars in a family, Woljung gets the 28 lead. And then Han is 30 because Han is an elemental lead ammo. That's different.
Yeah,
But, like,
someone is
let's-
also mentioning Tarnisha, but Tarnisha is global lead, whereas you have a 21 lead or 24 lead, which is not Fortress Arena. Wait, is 21 lead on Wedget or 24? It's 24, right?
24,
24.
yeah.
Yeah.
24 arena, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a 4-star unit, like Shibite, for example, which doesn't make sense.
Yeah, true.
Like it literally doesn't make sense. A 5-star unit with a 4-star type arena
Conditional.
lead, it really doesn't make sense.
But yeah, they should just like all these 21 leads too. Like if they're a 5-star unit, they should just get 24 leads.
I
Yep.
agree.
Like you should not like why should you be unable to compete speed with Kiara because you're going to be 3 speed slower always? It's such a stupid
I agree.
stupid thing.
And it's not even only just 3-speed, right? With the speed lead difference, you often
Yeah,
have
true.
even 4 and the base
It's going
speed
to
is
be
high.
4
Yeah,
because of the
it's-
base speed. Yeah.
Like, I
And
agree.
then-
21 leads, bad. Really
Like
bad.
I'm fine with 28 leads existing, but I really wouldn't be opposed. Maybe Woljung 33 would be kind of insane, but I don't know. I'd be fine with it.
Wait,
But-
but
I think if you
saw-
play Woljung, you're pretty cool. So
I
Right.
saw a comment, guys. Why does Sylvia have a 33 lead then? Doesn't make sense too.
yeah, it doesn't make
yeah,
sense. to me.
exactly. But there's so many inconsistencies, right?
Yeah.
Well, if we make all leads from the collapse to like the higher version, Megumi gets a 33.
No.
No, but 28 is fine though. I think that's okay.
28s are
I-
fine.
But like the 21s are really like they are literally shabby. Unless you are like a 240 speed warlord, you can never pick them if there's a contest happening because we will definitely lose.
Yep.
Yeah, I think
it's
28s
just-
are fine for sure. Because
Yeah.
why should Wedjet, who's an arena speed lead, be the same speed lead as like Sierra, who's global, right? Like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, exactly. It's time to
So
fix
if you
that,
give
and
him
it's
like
even
28,
easy.
he's at least going to have a 4-speed advantage over a regular speed lead.
I think Vedja would be a lot better if he had like his 28 he should have, honestly.
Yeah, it will be very much usable, yeah, for sure.
Yes, sir.
A lot of units that could get speed lead buffs, but I'm definitely not against like just simply getting more speed leads in the game.
Yeah, I think it would just add a little variety to RTA.
I
Yep.
do already think if you just buff all those 21s to 24s, it already gives a lot more options.
Yep.
So it solves
Yeah.
already solves a part of the problem.
But they have to do one thing. If the unit has a passive, they are not allowed to give it a speed lead.
Well, I mean, every unit in the game these days has a passive, so it
Exactly.
sucks
So
to
those
suck.
are excluded. Megumi is not supposed to have a speed lead. Wind Monkey's not supposed to have a speed lead. Get those units out of here.
I have a question though.
Tarnisha.
So, what 21 global leads are there for Net 5s? Tarnisha? Who else?
Tarnisha is
Yara.
21.
Dark
Yara.
Stark.
Darkstar, Kiara,
Yep.
Nina,
Yep.
Groa.
Goa. But is there more elementals than Tanisha or just one?
I believe it's just Tarnisha.
Yeah, I think so as well. Mainly all these that
Yeah, I
get
looked
the
at the
speed
list.
lead.
It's just Tarnisha.
Oh, okay. She would also be
Lightning as
way better
well.
with 24, like for sure.
Yep. Yeah, big question is what are they going to do with this balance patch? Because once again, we are close on SWC, but they did manage to ruin all of my oracles 1 week before SWC prelim, so it doesn't mean that they do absolutely nothing on it.
Do you remember? I think it was 2021, say. I think it was 2021, where they like right before, like in between, like after the cups, or just right before the last cup, where they made Nana insane.
Oh yeah,
It was in between in there for sure. Like
yeah. That one was pretty last minute as well. It was in 21. Yeah, I don't exactly remember when they did it, but Nana went from not having stacks on start of the battle to have a stack on start of the battle. So she always started off with a passive revive of 60%,
Yeah.
which was just straight up stupid.
yeah, it was in between somewhere. It was not before the cup. Like it was somewhere with the cups to leading to SWC. It wasn't like it was in the middle somewhere. I remember
Yep.
that.
So yeah, there are odds that they do change things even when there's SWC going on. So, and it's also one of those things. I think someone mentioned it on a prior podcast. I'm not exactly sure which one it was, but someone just mentions like, "Yo, these SWC players are the best of the best. They should be able to adapt, and otherwise screw them." So just make the balance patch enjoyable for everyone, rather than really focusing as like, "Oh, we can't do shit because of a siege tournament or a balance patch or blah blah blah." That nonsense.
I agree.
Siege tournament, I would say maybe exclude a little bit because there's a lot of people that put like a lot of hours into testing everything. And if you just nerf or buff it right before a tournament, it's just months of work wasted.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
but
for
for-
Siege, I think you can
Yeah, fair.
wait until after tourney is over because like Siege develops such a it's a way smaller meta basically than what you get in RTA. In
Yeah.
RTA, if one unit get nerfed, you should easily be able to adapt. In the Siege, if they nerf one unit, suddenly 50% of your defenses are worthless. So I think for Siege tournament, I agree you can wait, but for RTA, I really don't think you should keep in mind SWC prelims and that kind of stuff happening.
And especially now with SWC with the new stack pre-ban. Like
True.
if there's just one unit that is super oppressive, it gets pre-banned anyways, and it's out for the rest of the match.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's actually an interesting one to talk about as well. The stack pre-ban. They add stack pre-ban to the game, and then they don't do it in Legend Tournament. Like, guys, what the hell was that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like-
Such a missed opportunity.
Yep. That was like the best moment to hype up stack pre-ban for SWC, and then it's like, yep, nope. We don't like to make advertisement that way.
I do
Especially
really
also
like
just a
stack
good thing
prevent
to
though. It's
test
such a
it, right?
cool mechanic.
I don't know.
Right.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have played some tournaments. Me and Rex played in the tournament of Lucky Madman. I think SamBSepp also played in that one, but a week prior or like a few weeks prior. So I think stack pre-ban, especially if it goes all the way best of 5. I was playing against someone at some point. He didn't have any units left and he went for a Wool Cleave. Didn't work out, but the idea is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I like it a
For sure.
lot. I played a few games with it during the European Showdown, the coaching thingy that I did. It was a lot of fun. I really do like stack pre-ban. I think it's going to make SWC super interesting to watch.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's going
not
to be
only
really
to
good.
watch, like especially for the viewers, sure, but honestly, I think it's
Also for
also way more
players.
strategic and fun to play now, right? Usually, it will just be mostly repeat pre-bans all the time.
Yep. How do you guys feel about this one? Sapient just mentioned in the chat he would have liked to see a pre-ban in the first round, though. I kind of get the idea, but I kind of also would be opposing that idea because then it would be, let's say, I'm a Gianna main and Gianna gets banned in the first round. I never get to play Gianna, right? So I think that the first round not having a pre-ban, what do you guys think about that one?
I think not having a pre-ban in round 1 is fine, actually.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I like it more. Just see the two players like with their full box against each
Yeah.
other. I think that's kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
like
think
it more
that as
this way
well.
too, for sure.
The only thing I would say on that one is that first pick, if you share, or like if both of them share a particular LD, first pick becomes like crazy important. Because normally if like, oh, if you have first pick, I will ban something out. Now you can't really do that anymore.
Yeah, sure,
Yeah,
but
true.
like we just said, like good players should be able to counter that one good unit, right? Like
Yeah, that's true.
if you can't beat the Gianna because he took it away from you, like
Get good.
you suck. Deal with it.
Fair point. Fair point. Liking that one. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see how stack pre-ban would work out for all of these.
But yeah, I really do hope they change something about the meta because honestly, I'm literally with Scribble right now. It's literally not fun to play with how it is. It really is just boring.
Yep.
I don't like it at all.
Right, and like we just talked about, like even if you don't specifically change it in a balance patch with buffs or nerfs, you can change so much by just adding like pre-ban, hiding names, and more speed leads.
Yep.
Like it would be such a
Awakenings, base stats,
huge,
all
yeah,
that.
it would be such a huge shift. Even if you don't want to specifically nerf the Megumi Aya kind of things, fine, but give us something, right? Like,
Yep.
I don't know. You could do so much.
It's before prelims happen, but to be honest, like we will get the patch. So the patch will be still, it will be there like 10 days, 1.5 weeks, or 2 weeks even maybe this time. Maybe they make it a bit early because of the prelims being close. Honestly, I think it's fine. 2 weeks. You have 2 weeks of time. That's more than enough.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not expecting it, but I hope it. Like, please do something. Please.
Yep, fair. I think that they can do it. Like in the end, they messed up my oracles a week before prelim. I remember back in 2019, Lucky Madman was talking about that. We had like the double twins, so we had the Shaina Martina being played like as core for people in RTA, and then they completely removed the speed lead in Arena for Shaina and made that a dungeon lead. Rare case where they actually changed that. So yeah, there are options out there where they just messed up things completely for SWC players, which in this case could be nice, yeah.
I also do think if they don't do it now, they won't do it for at least this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, then the earliest balance patch that's going to be like bigger is going to be November, like late November or something.
Yeah.
Dude, and like thinking about that, disgusted. Please don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, nah. I'm not gonna play RTA. I'm not gonna lie. I can't. Nah.
Yeah, that's very far away. Well, then again, that's also one of those things. Like, if they don't want to mess up SWC, just give pre-bans. I'm gonna be poking Comto's EU is just like, hey guys, say to HQ that to give pre-bans.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works. Well, I guess that's all for now for today, guys. Want to thank you all for your time. Any final words? Starting off with Scrible.
At pre-ban.
Nice.
That's all I have to say.
Liking it. Raxxaz?
At pre-ban, make a good balance patch before prelims. Change shit.
Good stuff. SamBSepp?
At pre-ban, crack and I see my 33 lead.
Nice. Crack on 33.
Man, I wonder
ain't
what
gonna
Sam's
happen,
next
man.
LD5 is going to be. Because like every other week, I just get a random Discord DM from Sam
same.
with a new LD5.
Is what it is, boys. Well, name of the game is at pre-ban. Hide the names. Guys, want to thank you all for your time and see you in a future podcast or on streams or somewhere.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for having me.
See ya.
Good podcast.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
It was a chill podcast. Yeah, I definitely do think pre-bans just add so much to the game. Okay, so day reset is in about 40 minutes. 2 options. Do I want to wait for that or just summon sometime later? Because I won't have that many summons for just day reset. Just like 2 LDs, pretty much. That's it. No, I don't think I will wait for that. Unless I get a net 5 from this. And then we're going to change that into an LD5er. Not enough. Mystical Scrolls. Just got here, adding pre-ban regular name and ending name so they can target bans. Exactly. Well, we prefer pre-bans to happen before you go in so you don't waste much more time. I'm done with the Josephine 33 Elite. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it for a stream today. Already streamed earlier this morning as well. Gonna be ending